It's been nearly 12 months, but I'm back. Welcome to another Rusty production. My name is Russell Pearson, and it has been over 12 months since I have posted anything on this channel. And I've got good reasons. Everyone's got good reasons. My reasons have to be to the fact that just so much has changed in my life. And in the last 12 months, I haven't had a shed or a place that I can actually do the work in. My tools are not with me, which is very unfortunate. And I'll probably get into all that at a later period. But I've been doing some small things there, here and there, what I've been able to. I haven't been able to film them, unfortunately, but in the next week or so, I'll show you some of the things that I've been doing. But I'm getting started again because I'm about to move into a place that's got a double garage. I'm gonna get all my tools back, and we're gonna get the forge running again. But I thought today's video would be just something about how I got into doing this blacksmithing stuff in the first place. If anyone's been watching my journey, you know that I came from a place that had nothing to do with being handy. I didn't have a trade or anything like that. I was actually from a graphic design and marketing background. Now, it was probably about 4 years ago that I'm lying in bed. It's 1 a.m. I'm staring at the ceiling and I can't sleep. Down the hall from me, a little girl is screaming for a mummy, and it's not my child. In fact, she's not a child. She's 90 years old. She's confused, she's upset, and I'm in hospital. So I'm lying in hospital, 1 a.m. staring at the roof, wondering how I got here. And the way I got into the hospital was pretty straightforward. This is the second time I'd been in the hospital that week. They missed it on the first time round and they sent me home. And when I came back in the second time, they found that I had a perforated bowel, so a hole in my guts. And I was pretty sick by the time that, I think it was 7+ days by the time that I was in there the second time. So I was pretty ill, and I went through a process of having that all sorted out. I had a large chunk of it removed, and I'm pretty well now. But back then, I'm staring at the ceiling at 1 a.m. and just going, is this it? Because up until this date, much like a lot of you in the US, here in Australia, we have the Australian dream, which is, you know, the house, the wife, the family, along the line with the picket fence, but potentially without the picket fence. And I'd done that. So back when I was 25, I thought, you know, as all 25-year-olds do, half my life is over. What am I going to do with it? And I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just went with the natural success story, which is like, you know what? I want to get everything sorted in the next few years. I want to start my own business. I want to get a family together. I want to buy a house. And that's what I did. In the next couple of years, I had started my own business. I finally proposed to my wife, which was, I think, 10 years in after the fact. We bought the house, and I had a child on the way when I started that new business. And so then over the next 10 years, I worked the Australian dream, and I worked, and I had all these things in my life, which were other people's, I guess, measurements of success. And so staring at the roof, 1 a.m. in the morning, just going, is this it? The is this it part was, I've accomplished the things I'm supposed to, but is this all there is? And that started for me a search. And that search led me through all sorts of different things on YouTube. I thought that I would get into it, you know, mucking around with electronics and things like that for a while, but after a few electric shocks, that wasn't for me. But when I found smithing, when I found metalwork, when I found the ability to move metal, it got into me. And I've loved it ever since. It has really given me the new lease on life that I've been looking for. It allows me to create legacy, the things that are going to last after I'm gone. I get to create these now. I get to create heirlooms for people. I get to pass those on as gifts. I get to get my hands dirty and make things out of nothing, and potentially even make things out of scraps, and make new things out of things that were old. So that's why I do it. That's why I love blacksmithing, because it's not just about the ability to make things like very cool knives, which I've made now, cool knives and tools and things like that. And it's not even just the ability to get physical, but it's almost a meditation. The ability to actually go and spend some time on your own, heat the forge up, heat some metal, move it and bend it in a way that allows you to create something is a near meditative experience. And I love it. So I've been missing it, and it has really had a toll, I think, on me mentally. So I'm getting back into it. I'm going to come back with these videos, and I'm going to be getting them out on a weekly basis again. And we are going to be making some things out of metal, and we're going to be moving some metal and enjoying the experience. And as I continue to grow, I'm still only a beginner smith, but I've made my own forge, I've made my own anvil, I've made my own tools, and I've made some pretty fantastic things that I've passed on for future heirlooms. But the journey continues, and that's what I love about this blacksmithing space that we've found, is that the journey does continue. There is no true mastery. We can always get better, and so this is something I think is going to be a lifelong passion. So that's it for this Rusty production. Thanks so much for watching. I'm looking forward to bringing you more videos as we go. And in the meantime, I'm just using this actual SLR camera. My iPhone's in the shop, so it's been hard to actually get those live footage shots. And as I said, I don't have the forge running yet because I don't have the space to put it in. But over the next 2 weeks, we are moving to a new space. So looking forward to it. So until next time, until the next video, I'll be setting up things. I'll be getting ready. I'll be getting my tools back, and then I will see you next time.